Yo, different kind of video, but as you can see, we're here with the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and obviously, I'm gonna vote on them, and we're gonna vote on them together. I also see that we can come back and vote daily. I don't like that personally. I don't like the fact that we can vote multiple times. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna vote one time because I feel like voting multiple times is for fucking pussies, and it's actually kind of ridiculous because you could just like absolutely destroy the voting if you do that shit. So I'm only gonna vote once because I feel like that's how it should be. But you know, Crunchyroll wants to be stupid for some reason. But you know, just in terms of like doing it multiple times, I don't want to say overall stupid, but like I feel like having people vote multiple times is kind of a stupid play. But either way, let's vote. I'm probably like some of these I'm gonna like actually like, especially if I haven't heard like the like, especially if it's like opening sequence or ending or voice acting performance, I'll probably have to literally go look at it and like hear what they sound like or whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep the opening and endings in here, but we're gonna try. Either way, I guess we can start at the bottom and then go up. You know, start from the bottom. Now, okay. Best opening sequence. Let's see which ones are nominated. Okay, so we have obviously this is 2024, so there's no new shit. So we have Abyss, Bling Bang Bang Born, Fatal, Level, Otonoke, and Oos. It's crazy that like I've pretty much heard every one of these except Oshinoko and One Piece. I've heard pretty much all the other ones. I'm just trying to remember because like obviously recency bias is gonna for sure be on Solo Leveling. Like y'all gotta remember this is season 1, not season 2. Not season 2. But two A1 Pictures animes up here, which is, you know, pretty interesting. Good lucks on them. But I really feel like that like out of all of these, like it has to be either Bling Bang Bang Born or Otonoke, bro. I think Otonoke is like the is that what's the one I'm thinking of? That might be something else though, but I think it's that way. But hold on, let me go check real quick. I only need to hear a little bit of it, but we're gonna check it out anyways, because like I think it's like the one I'm trying to remember. Yeah, okay, it is. I think I know who I'm gonna pick. It is not Otonoke. Okay. Let me explain why I think Bling Bang Bang Born is like why I'm voting for that over Dan. It's just due to the fact that Bling Bang Bang Born was like on a like that shit was on a more grandiose scale than Otonoke was, like a grandiose scale. Like it's like that shit is crazy. Bling bang bang bling. That I gotta vote for that. Which one I like? I mean, I think I also really liked it too. I don't really think I watched a lot of the openings. Like Abyss was crazy. Like that was probably like, you know, a crazy ass one of the like the craziest looking openings, I'd say. But I still feel like, you know, Bling Bang Bang Born would most likely take it because I fucked with it heavy. And obviously like that is also my prediction to win the best opening sequence. But like that's like what I'd feel like would win. But if we're going on like how things are right now, it's probably gonna be Solo Leveling, because Solo Leveling is like, you know, is an actual monstrosity right now in terms of like how large it is. But I'm voting for Bling Bang Bang Born. That's what I gotta do. Let's go to the categories. Let's go ending sequences. All right, we have, I'm assuming that's Ranma 1/2. I did not watch that. Burning from Oshinoko, did not watch that either. Like I said, Kamakura style is from, what is it, the Elusive Samurai. I did not watch that either. I literally only watched the things on the bottom. I don't think I really listened to most of these like endings, so we're gonna go check like at least like the 3 of the animes that I did watch, because like I definitely like heard like a little bit of them. I just didn't finish them. So let me hold on. Let's see what they sound like at least. All right, I couldn't put any of those in because copyright, but I'd probably go with the Dandadan ending, just because I've probably watched more of this ending than I did like anything else here. So I'm gonna go with this one, and I also feel like the Dandadan, like, you know, music wise should probably win something. I feel like, because they went fucking stupid. But yeah, I feel like this is good. Oh, we gotta do voice performance, both English and Japanese. I didn't watch much English this season, but or last year anime, I mean. But let's check at least the Japanese voice actors. I also gotta look up who these people are, because I don't remember exactly who voiced who, because I don't know. I didn't check the names. But either way, we got Aoi Yuki from Apothecary Diaries, Atsumi Tenozaki, yeah, Tenozaki. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names, from Freyrin, Kenichi Suzumura from, I have zero idea what that is. I'm sorry. Shion Wakayama from Dandadan. Damn, 2 Dandadan? Okay, Natsuki Hanai from Dandadan, of course, and Sayaka. I just gotta remember the characters. I didn't watch Delicious in a Dungeon, but Sayaka Sembangni? I don't know. But hold on, I gotta remember who voiced who. Hold up. Because actually, no, let me just go my Mal real quick. That would be so much easier. Might as well start with Dandadan. Gave that shit an 8, by the way. So okay, so Momo is Shion, or however you pronounce that, and Okuren. Yeah, Okuren is Natsuki Hanai. Okay. Damn, y'all were both good at your roles. I didn't watch this in English, but I know like the only reason I know about the English cast in Dandadan is because I know Gigi is Alex Lee. So that's the only reason why I know that. But who do I feel like did a crazier job as, I shouldn't say crazy, but like, who do I feel like was a better, like, I mean, either way, Dandadan's probably gonna win. But hold up, I gotta check out the other ones first though. I gotta make sure, I gotta remember. But yeah, I'm assuming Atsumi for the Freyrin is I'm gonna spell Freyrin wrong. Okay, Freyrin. I'm assuming that's genuinely just Freyrin. I'm assuming that. Oh, I don't even need to look anymore. I don't even need to look anymore. Respectfully, Freyrin's gonna win. I didn't even need to look at anybody else. Respectfully, Freyrin, great voice actress. I will have to admit, but I feel like the Freyrin one definitely is gonna win. I also think like the English voice actor for Freyrin was pretty decent, because like I know I watched like the like I was not expecting her to be like, you know, have like a deeper voice, be like, you know, in the English at least. But I do feel like Freyrin, Japanese voice actress, should win. I do feel like. Oh yeah, for my prediction for ending, it's probably gonna be solo leveling. Like again, it's like it's most likely gonna be solo leveling due to the insane recency bias. That's just how I feel about that. Honestly, like this one's up in the air, because like it can really be like anybody, because this is like a decent list, because obviously Apothecary Diaries was super popular, but like Freyrin is easily like the most like astronomical out of these like, you know, lineup. Dandadan's up there too. The Legend in the Dungeon I'd probably say is right below that, and I don't really know what series this is, but I wanted the Freyrin one to win. Personally, I want Atsumi to win that one, because great voice acting, I guess, you know. But I also think Freyrin should win more, because I did like Freyrin. I did like Freyrin a lot. Oh, I see. We're like, so we have this. Okay, we have Dan. Alex Lee is, oh my god, Alex Lee is Sung Jin-woo. I forgot about that, and you know that's gonna win. Oh yeah, we got Sungwon Cho, we got Pro ZD, yo, respect, bro. And we got, I'm assuming Mallory Rodak is Freyren's English voice actor. Hold on, let me check. I actually know, I do know AJ Beckles is Okarin, I know that, but I gotta check who Mallory is. I think that's Freyren though. I am like for certain that this is Freyren. Like, yeah, okay, okay, it is Freyren. It is Freyren. I thought so. I thought so. All right. I think I know who I'm gonna pick though. All right. I think who I'm gonna pick for English voice acting, I really feel like it's only down to like 2, in my personal opinion. Not that like anybody else here did like a terrible job or anything. It's just that like, quite literally, bro, last year, and you know, just like the series in general, I feel like either Freyren or Solo Leveling gonna win this. Which one I choose, because like I don't really like, what is it, I don't think at least AJ Beckles is gonna like, you know, win, just because there was a lot of like, you know, controversy recently, or I wouldn't say recently, but like before, but it's like, you know, more of just like, you know, a lot of like weird people online. It was just, like, I wouldn't say controversy, just weird people online. I don't know if he was like, it was just because like some shit with the art, whatever, right? I don't really remember it all. It's not my place to get involved, I guess, because I don't really care enough. But I think it's also because I don't know, it's just, I don't think many people watched Dan in English, you know? At least I know I didn't. Not that like, you know, downplay his performance or anything, I just know I didn't watch it. So but who I'd vote for would probably be like, you know, I guess like this is kind of like, you know, a slight bias, is I'd probably do Alex Lee for Sung Jin-woo. Like, just personally, I feel like he just did a great job encapsulating Sung Jin-woo. I do believe that. Though I mean, like my straight, like my runner-up that's like right there is easily Mallory Rodak, I think, if that's how you pronounce your name. Her Freyren is crazy, bro. Why she got like a mommy voice, bro? Like, holy shit. Alex Lee though, I respect on Alex Lee for sure. I respect Alex Lee. But I guess we can move up to the second row here. Let's start from best score. Let's go best score. Damn. Okay. This is pretty interesting. We got Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War Arc, The Conflict, Dan, Demon Slayer, Hashira Training Arc, Freyren, Look Back, and Solo Leveling. Look Back's an interesting one, because I feel like that shit was like a clothesline out of nowhere where it just went stupid. And it's also, I think that's by the Chainsaw Man author, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think it's the what is his name? Like Fushimoto? Don't quote me on that. I'm just guessing because I don't know. I just getting my best guess, bro. But either way, from what I'm remembering of these like shows, I do feel like if I'm gonna do bias, I feel like Dan's probably gonna win this. And like, I guess it's like what I'd pick, I guess, because I'd probably choose Dan just due to the fact that like it was like episode 4 or 6. It was like, y'all know the episode. I think that shit carried, like was carried super hard by like the score and like just the tone of everything, bro. But like I can't really base it off just one episode. I'm gonna vote Dan because I want this one to win. But like, if I can't really say that because like it's like best score, it's like overall score, not just one episode, you know. I shouldn't like, you know, forget about the rest of the anime, which, you know, isn't bad. It's just like, what I'm just gonna go Freyren, bro. I'm just gonna, because I think Bleach was good. Because like I like Bleach, but again, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's the best score here, you know. So I'm gonna go with Freyren, respectfully, of course. Best anime song. Huh. This is basically just like, this is basically everything from opening sequence except except the Fragrance song, which again I do believe it's gonna be I do 100% believe on either Bling Bang Bang Born or Otonoke, but I'm gonna go with Bling Bang Bang Born. Like I just don't see anything else. I just don't see, because that shit is way more than just like, you know, that shit like has become way more than just, it's like just Mashal, you know. I guess like also like Otonoke is like there too, but I feel like Bling Bang Bang Born definitely did it in a grander scale and shit, a grander scope. But next up is must protect at all costs character. All right. So we got this is like where we gotta lock in. We got Anya Forger, okay. Freyrin, okay. Ocarin, I don't know. Senshi, I'm assuming Senshi is the guy that was cooking, like the dwarf. Let me look, because I have zero idea who this person is. Senshi Dunmushi. Yeah, he's the dwarf. Okay. I'm assuming elusive samurai is that's the elusive samurai guy, like the main character. I don't think a lot of these people are, you know, like that. I mean, also, you're gonna look at the Freyrin anime and then tell me like must protect at all costs Freyrin of all people? Like Freyrin a fucking, she's wild, bro. I don't know about protecting Freyrin, bro. She'd probably protect us, and it's also because I also don't think that she like, it's like I don't think her and like a character like Anya are like on the similar level of like must protect, you know. So I feel like it has to be Anya. I didn't watch this, like I didn't finish Spy Family, but I still think it has to be Anya, you know. Like I don't think Freyrin's gonna win. Like Freyrin's probably gonna win this because of how good the show was, but like it's Anya for sure. Like it's ridiculous if it's not Anya that wins this, you know. Like that's just like a deduction guess, because like no, I mean he cooking up though, but no. A respectable choice, but not the right choice. It has to be Anya. So, best supporting character. Well, we have two. We have two from both Danadan and Freyrin, and then we have Senshi and Jinshi from Apothecary Diary. This guy and that guy. Then we have Turbo Granny. They should have did the Turbo Granny like when she was in like the little cat thing, picture. That would have been a lot better picture. And then the absolute finest shorty, bro. The gilf, the straight gilf of Dandadan, the season, or probably the year. In fact, let's keep it a stack, the year. But then we also have Himmel and Fern. Like realistically, it's either Fern, Seiko, or Turbo Granny, bro. So like, because like I think realistically, at least for me, I'm gonna cut out Seiko, because Seiko, like at least for me, was just like the haha funny sex appeal character, you know, like Seiko, a fine woman, but I mean she's also a good character, but I mean like I don't really know if she was like the greatest side character, at least in Dandadan, you know. I think Turbo Granny's a better like side character, because like all she does is like fuck around pretty much. I think Turbo Granny is probably like the best side character or supporting character in Turbo Granny, no, and Dandadan or Dandadan. And then I think Fern would probably be like are like the two clashing for me. Himmel's great. It's just that more like we didn't like since he was obviously like not here, he died, he's dead. He can't really be a great supporting character. he's just like a reason, bro. He's just like a character that like Freyrin has to realize that, oh, like I liked, or like, you know, that like she can't really, she's probably not gonna forget him like how she usually forgets people, you know. But I think it has to be Fern or Turbo Granny. And honestly, I'm probably gonna go Turbo Granny because that was probably the most hilarious shit possible. Also, I reacted to Dan, by the way. It's all of it is available on Patreon for all members. That be free and paying. So all you gotta do is go follow the Patreon. You can watch it. Same with solo leveling and shit. But let's continue. Turbo Granny. Ooh, let's go up here. I'm gonna go from the left side over because we can go from isekai anime to main characters. So let's go here. Best isekai anime from last year. Okay, we have, all right, Konosuba season 3, Mushoku Tensei season 2 core 2, Ray Zero season 3, Shangri-La Frontier season 2, Suicide Squad isekai, and That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime season 3. All right, first off, we're eliminating a few. Shangri-La Frontier season 2. Shangri-La Frontier in general is not an isekai. Like, I will stand on the fact that games like playing a VR game is not an isekai. Like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't count. Especially since we quite literally, like, he doesn't even go anywhere. It's not all taking place in the same game. Like, he literally just goes and plays other games in the game, in the anime. He goes around, he walks around in real life too. So it's like, I can't classify that one as an isekai. Like, if the game or if the anime took place solely 100% in the game, we don't see this guy IRL whatsoever, then maybe you could classify it as an isekai. But like, we at least see Sunraku walk around as a real person, as a real student in school. So I don't know. I don't know. I disagree that's an isekai. Immaculate, really great anime. Immaculate anime. I like, for sure. Don't get me wrong. I like Shangri-La Frontier. Do not get me wrong. It's just not an isekai. I'll die on this, bro. It's not an isekai. It's not. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime season 3, that shit was junk. I'm not gonna lie. Same with Suicide Squad's isekai. That shit was also junk. Sorry, Wit and 8-Bit, those seasons just were just not great. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. Especially Wit. Like, damn, y'all really like did some weird ass shit with the animation too. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not gonna lie, both like the bottom 3 already cut out from my, you know, voting here. I did not watch Ray Zero season 3 because I stopped watching Ray Zero after season 1. Not because it was bad, I just like lost interest in it. So for anybody that was looking for me to vote Ray Zero, sorry. I can't vote for it if I haven't watched it. I watched everything here except Ray Zero. What I'd vote for personally would probably be you know, controversial, but I'm picking it. It's Mushoku Tensei season 3 or season 2 core 2. I believe without a doubt that either Ray Zero is gonna win or Slime's gonna win. I can't confidently say Slime's gonna win just due to the fact that like I'm not the only one that agrees that Slime season 3 was not great. So like it was like the public opinion that Slime season 3 was kind of dog, you know. So I'm going Mushoku Tensei. Don't get me wrong, I don't support Rudius's actions, but I think the show overall is like, you know, like is actually like a good show. But I don't support his actions. Relax. I don't want to see any dumbass comments in my comment section about this. But I think it should win. But I know it's not. So it's probably gonna be like, I think what's my prediction for this one is either Konosuba, Ray Zero, and maybe just maybe Slime. Though I mean, like Shangri-La Frontier season 2 is probably like a wild card because people might actually vote for that shit because you know people will like people liked it because I know Shangri-La Frontier was really good. I know that, but again, it's like a wild card for me because I don't personally view it as an isekai, but it's also, you know, a very popular show. So I can't fully like take it out of the like the consideration. So I can't fully remove that from consideration. So anyways, move on. Best drama. I didn't watch that many dramas here. I only watched one anime here, so I'm gonna just have to pick it. I've only watched Freyrin. I think Pluto would be interesting to see win. I wanted to watch that, but I mean, I haven't gotten to it. I saw Dead Demons Dead Destruction. I was like, yo, that shit sounds like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card, and never watched it. Apothecary Dies, I heard was good. I'm just not interested. A Sign of Affection, I didn't watch that either. I think Oshinoko is dog shit, so I'm not gonna bother with waste my time on that. But I'm gonna go Freyrin because it's the only show I've watched. I've only watched the first episode of, or partially the first episode of Oshinoko season 1, and thought that shit was dookie fart. So sorry, Oshinoko fans, but your show is trash. Freyrin's better, and it's probably gonna win, in all honesty. I do think Pluto would be a crazy one to win because I know it's like a super old series or something like that. I don't know. It's like it's also like, it also aired on Netflix, so that might be a problem. People might have not watched that, like me. Either way, move on. Best slice of life. I see. We got Laid Back Camp season 3. McCane. Too Many Losing Heroine. Mr. Villain's Day Off. My Dear Friend Nokutan. Sound Euphorium 3. The Dangers in My Heart season 2. Okay, I've only watched one show here, but I've watched 2, but not this particular season of said show. So I've only watched My Dear Friend Nokutan, and I've watched season 1 and 2 of Laid Back Camp. So since we're not counting season 1 and 2 of Laid Back Camp, I can't pick it. But I'll pick My Dear Friend Nokutan because it's fucking hilarious, and I think it's just like a pretty, like, you know, a solid show. You know, I guess like a very like easy to get through, just insanely goofy show. Like, if there, like, is there a comedy show? There is a comedy. It's not. It better be up there. It better be up there. But I'm gonna vote for this anyways because it's the only one I've like actually watched from like that was actually like airing this year. So yeah. I didn't watch The Dangers in My Heart because I was not interested. My friend has, but not me. The best main character. So this one's gonna be interesting. I think this is literally just gonna be preference. We got Freyrin, we got Kafka Hibino, Momo, Okurin, Mao Mao, and Sung Jinu. So this is a lineup here. We have, like, I've seen every anime here besides Apothecary Diaries. So I can give like some semblance of you know, an answer. I think I should just say like which ones I don't think I'm gonna choose. First off, obviously Mao Mao, I'm not gonna pick her. Which I think it's like the green haired girl. Yeah, it's her. Okay, I thought it was her. I don't personally think I mean, Kafka's like a relatable character, but he's not like, I don't think he's like, I don't know if I'd pick him, but like maybe it's like a 50-50 for me, because like it's either Kafka Hibino or me personally, Sung Jinu. Not that everyone else here is bad, right? But like those are what I would pick, you know. I'm not gonna say like that's gonna win. Actually, Sung Jinu might win because of the reasons. Again, the problem here is the recency bias of season 2 of Solo Leveling going absolutely fucking stupid. So I mean, it's kind of hard to, you know, work around that when Solo Leveling season 2 was that crazy, and now we're doing the Crunchyroll Awards, and also the fact that you can vote multiple times, which is again ridiculous. You know that shit's gonna get farmed like crazy, by the way. Like Crunchyroll, I don't know how you don't realize that this is gonna get farmed, bro. People have probably already started farming this website here, bro, to vote like, you know, 47 times for like a series they like, dog. I don't know, I feel like you should have, that's a little oversight on your part, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Solo Leveling, probably we're gonna win a lot, I'm not gonna lie. But the question is, am I gonna contribute to it? I've already contributed to it, so I can't really say if I am going to. I have. I'm just gonna go Kafka, because I don't think I'm gonna vote much for Kaiju number 8 overall, because I think the Kaiju number 8 adaptation was kind of meh, because I've read the manga. Like I have reading reactions of Kaiju number 8 up on the channel right now, so you can go check that out if you want to. I also have Dandadan as well, if you want to go check that out as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kafka. Best, we're gonna go up here to best background art. Oh my bad. Dandadan, Delicious in a Dungeon, or Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Hashira Training Arc, Freyrin, Pluto, and Apothecary Diaries. So I haven't really looked at the background art. Like, are we talking like background art of like the actual show, or like just this? Because like I don't know what they classify as background art. I'm assuming it's just like the backgrounds of the show. I guess kind of like, I think this one is like also kind of personal preference, because I think all these studios are really are good in what they're doing. I don't know much about Studio M2 though. I'd have to look. But you know, they have like a certain style that they do shit, you know. Let's do some, I mean, I can only vote for 2, so let's do Freyrin. You know, I'm just gonna vote Freyrin because I like Freyrin. I really like Dandadan too, but I'm gonna vote Freyrin, bro. Yeah, let's go Freyrin, bro. Like, again, this is really just like a personal choice thing, because a lot of the backgrounds are like, they're kind of just like, notice like that they're like pretty different if you like actually pay attention, you know. A lot of studios do them a lot differently. A lot of some studios do them pretty, you know, kind of similar. But yeah, and I have unfortunately not watched a single anime on Best Romance here. I have not watched it. Also, we got like an index for it. We got: a great romance can thaw the heart of the coldest cynic. These captivating stories draw us in and remind us that of the best part of being alive. With their hopeful messages, these shows find a way to make you believe in the power of love. Still don't. But yeah, I haven't watched any of the stuff here, unfortunately, so I can't really vote on this. Sadly, I guess I can't vote on this. I can only vote on other things. So let's keep it moving. Or am I at best? We're going to best comedy. All right, so this is like stuff that I can vote on. Yes, sir. Best comedy, we got Delicious in a Dungeon, Konosuba, Mashal. I think that's, yeah, season 2. I don't know why I didn't mention that earlier, but whatever. My Dear Friend Nokutan, Ranma 1/2, and Spy X Family season 2. I think, as for funny, again, I've only seen 3 of the shows here, but as for funny, I think some of these are not specifically comedy shows, so I don't know if I can vote for them. Like, Mashal isn't a solely like 100% all the time comedy show, you know. Not that it's supposed to be funny all the time, but I mean, I feel like when I watch a comedy, I want it to be like more lighthearted, you know. With Mashal, there's a lot of messed up stuff happening in Mashal. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Kind of similar with like Konosuba. There's a lot of messed up shit happening in Konosuba. Personally, like for what I'd vote for, I'd probably do Nokutan, because I like the comedy in this was like, you know, really good. I really enjoyed just laughing to it, you know. So I'll do this one. I'll do Nokutan. Continue. Best action: Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War arc, The Conflict, Dandadan, Demon Slayer Hashira training arc, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, or Windbreaker. So okay, we got a new one. We got a new kid on the block, bro. Windbreaker. I say that in terms of you know, the fact that they haven't been up here for anything else. Best action. I'm trying to remember what happens, because I've seen 4 of the shows. I haven't seen Windbreaker or the Demon Slayer show because I didn't watch those. But I mean, I remember there is crazy action in Windbreaker, so I mean that's probably gonna be up there, but I don't know if it's gonna win. Season 1 Solo Leveling has the Igris fight. It has a few other things. Solo Leveling Season 1, probably a good contender of what's winning. What's gonna win? Again, recency bias, bro. Kaiju number 8 has some decent action. I just think IG, like, you know, absolutely totaled some of the you know, the adaptation, so I can't really vote on that. Dandadan, actually immaculate action, like it was really flowy and all that shit. Though I mean, I think my personal choice for best action would probably have to be Bleach, because yo, Periot was just, oh, I did not mean to search that. Yo, but we can now look at Periot. Periot Studios, or Periot Co. Ltd., previous known as Studio Periot Co. Ltd. until 2002, is a Japanese animation studio established in May 1979 by Yuji Nunukawa, previously an animator for the Tetsuna something. Anyways, I did not mean to do this. Anyways, back to what I was saying about Periot. I think Periot was just absolutely cooking with Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, and then that's like all of the shit. I feel like they have been at their probably peak performance by pushing out Bleach. Like, respectfully, I feel like Periot like has shown like absolute fucking masterclass animation from them in a while. I'll say in a while, Periot just been cooking. I gotta go with Periot. Not that any of the other studios like like, you know, don't deserve it or anything. It's just that this is like why I'm voting for it. I feel like Periot, like, it's been a while since Periot has cooked as heavily as they have on Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, bro. And like, obviously that has continued through the entire, you know, Thousand Year Blood War arc story so far. So Bleach. Like, then my runner-up would probably be like Solo Leveling, and it'll be Dandadan. Since I haven't watched it, probably Windbreaker would be up there as well in my like all that. And then last place for me would be Kaiju number 8. So moving on, we have best director, best character design, animation, and original anime. Let's go director. I guess gotta think of, actually I don't really have to think of much. I know, okay, so we have obviously Freyren's director, we have Dandadan's season 1 director, and we also have, like, I didn't watch it, but I know this one's gonna like pop. I think I know which one's gonna win this one. It's probably gonna be the One Piece fan letter. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's probably gonna be that. Let's keep it a buck, just because like that shit blew up. Like, let's be honest, that shit cooked. That was cooking for a while. But I think I'm gonna go with Dandadan. Like, Fuga Yamashiro, bro. What was that? That episode was nuts, bro. We all know the episode. Like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, everybody that worked on the episode, everybody that worked on Dandadan, what the fuck, bro? Y'all are crazy, bro. Not like, you know, in a bad way, but y'all went stupid, bro. That's all I gotta say. It's not an insult. But I gotta go Dandadan. Best character design. Okay, Freyren, Dandadan, Delicious in Dungeon, Kaiju number 8. It's not going to Kaiju number 8. In fact, get this nigga off my screen, bro. In fact, get this nigga off my screen. I'm gonna move this, bro. In fact, get this son of a bitch off my screen. That's how much I don't like this choice right here, bro. This is how much I don't like this choice. Get that shit off my screen. Anyway, yo, IG, I'm sorry, but you absolutely butchered the character design for Kaiju number 8. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's they look like they melted, bro. Come on, man. Disappointed in y'all IG. I'm disappointed with that, in fact. Anyways, character design. Danadan or Freyrin. Like, obviously these are the shows I watch. I'm basing this off of the shows that I watch personally, obviously. I think I'd probably go Danadan in this one. I don't want to say anymore. I don't plan to say any more. I don't plan on it. Science Sorrow is just a goated studio. Let's just be honest. Best animation. Okay, so this is where it becomes down to like subjectivity, bro. Because obviously, like, again, like all of these studios. Oh, my bad. I forgot to move this, but it's still like, you know, it's still Kaiju number 8 behind you. But again, all these studios, great. Science Saru, immaculate. Like they've done like the one major thing that I remember they did is Devilman Crybaby, and that shit was fucking insane. Madhouse, insane. They've done a lot of crazy shit. They did like season 1 of No Game No Life and a bunch of other shit that they, you know, drop and then don't continue because they're fucking weird. They did One Punch Man season 1 and then dropped that for some reason. Madhouse, what are we doing, man? Why y'all dropping these heaters like that, bro? And you're giving them fucking JP staff, bro. Come on. You're really gonna give season 3 of One Punch Man the JC staff, bro? Like, come on, bro. Come on. No diss on JC staff, but like, they are not no Madhouse, bro. They are not no Madhouse. They are not, bro. Like, in all, like, I can say that in the most respectable way possible. They are not no Madhouse. A1 Pictures absolutely fucking cooked. You know, people are gonna probably disagree on that. I think A1 Pictures cooked on Solo Leveling, but again, I think it was more so on season 2. Season 1 was like okay, like it was like decent. It was like maybe like a 6.5 out of 10. Season 2, that shit was like a 9 out of 10. That shit was peak performance from A1 Pictures, bro. A1 Pictures peaking in Solo Leveling season 2. Like, that's where like A1 Pictures, like, you can see them peak, bro. Especially in like the Beru fight in season 2. That's where A1 Pictures was peaking. Like that's where you could see like the creme de la creme of, like, you know, what A1 Pictures can offer, bro. Maybe, because like maybe they can cook another time if you let them, bro. Because again, a lot of these is just like, let the animators cook, bro. Pretty much. Madhouse, yeah, like I said, they're good, but they drop shit for no reason. IG, great, just not on Kaiju number 8. Ufotable obviously is just like an absolutely ridiculous studio. They cook 99% of the time. Trigger, I haven't watched, like, I can't remember any off the top of my head, like right now anyways. But man, this is actually kind of tough because like all these studios kind of cook. Like, they cook like crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But which show had the best animation is what I gotta answer. In my personal opinion, let's go. I'm gonna go Freyrin. Because like it's like nothing too super duper crazy, like most of the time doesn't go on. But Madhouse cooks, bro. When Madhouse cooks, you notice, bro. That's what I gotta say to that one. Best original anime. Have I watched any of these? Buchigiri, I did not watch that. Girls Band Cry, did not watch that. Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, can't watch that. Or can't watch, have not watched that. Metallic Rouge, I have watched a few episodes from that. Ninja Kamui, heard that shit stunk after like episode 4 or 5, bro. I don't know what happened, but I can't confirm or deny it. However, that is what is being portrayed and what has been told to me. And the last one is Train to the End of the World. I can really only go with the one anime I've seen, and that is Metallic Rouge. It wasn't, I don't know if I don't think I finished it. I think I got like to it's either like it's like 3 to 8 episodes, I think. I don't remember exactly where I got, but either way, from what I remember, it wasn't terrible, but it was like the only choice I got. It's the only choice I got, bro. So I'm gonna vote for it. I at least have like seen this show. And obviously the last row we have is Anime of the Year, Film of the Year, Best Continuing Series, and Best New Series. So we're gonna go from right to left, because obviously we gotta end this off at Anime of the Year. So Best New Series, we have Dan to Dan, Delicious in a Dungeon, Freyrin, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, and Apothecary Diaries. This is interesting just due to the fact that like Solo Leveling, it's just what it's been able to achieve like after it's like announced itself, pretty much, right, in the anime sphere, you know, because obviously Solo Leveling has been around, but like anime wise, it really just like it started beating the brakes off of everybody, bro. Like at least in season 2, season 1 Solo Leveling was like, we here, what are you gonna do about it? And then season 2 of Solo Leveling was like, everyone can get the smoke. Everybody can get the smoke on season 2 of Solo Leveling. I'm not gonna lie. Dandadan was crazy. Freyrin, my problem with Freyrin is like it aired like, or it finished. Let me check it. I think it finished in 2024. It just didn't start in 2024. But let me go check. Okay, yeah, it started in fall or September 29th, 2023. So yeah, like it had like half, maybe like half to less than half of it, like the season airing in 2024. So it's like, I can't really say it's like a new series if it didn't air this year, you know, if it didn't start the year like of the anime awards, you know. That's my only slight issue with Freyrin, you know, because like it aired on like the what is it called, the line, right? It aired between the line of like, do we consider this 2023 anime or 2024 anime? That's my problem with it. Not, again, I think Freyrin is great. I think it deserves its 9 out of 10 rating, bro. However, it's still like in that like, you know, that line of like, what do we consider it, you know? Like fall has like the problem of like if you go for like 24 episodes, you will stretch into the next year. So I think I don't know, I'm just gonna take Freyrin out of Best New Series, just due to the fact that like it technically did not air in 2024. Not to take away from how great the show is, it's just that one caveat, you know. It's just that one thing. Sadly, that is what I have to disqualify it because of that, you know. But again, this is just me. Y'all don't have to agree or disagree with what I'm saying, right? I'm just saying this because of like how I want to vote, you know. That's my voting, bro. So yeah, I'm just gonna disqualify it from like how, like from the voting I can use, you know, which I do know as of like right now, it's kind of contradictory to say that after I voted for Freyrin in the previous like, you know, things. However, like I think this one's like this one's different due to the fact that it's like a new series. Like I think for 2024 new series, I think Dan to Dan would be the better choice to pick here. Not to say that Freyrin like is worse than Dan to Dan, just that like if we take out that, if we use that caveat that like it's like that, like Freyrin did air in 2023, it didn't air in 2024, we open up a new can of worms. Because just like, oh, so I can pick a fucking, like, if like, for example, if like a new Yu-Gi-Oh season started in like summer or like spring and then lasted all the way until like fucking winter or spring of the next year, do we count that as a 2024 anime? So it's kind of like, because it goes over, it appears past the gap, you know. But I don't know. I'd like, again, not to take away what Freyren's done. I just think as of new series that aired in 2024, Dan should win this. Like, I personally have Dan as of like a 2024 anime, new anime that should win that. But next, continuing series, Bleach, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia season 7. So glad that shit is finishing. Think My Hero is bad. One Piece, whatever. Oshinoko season 2, Dog Water, Spy X Family season 2, respectable choice. I only have one personal choice here, and it's Bleach, so I'm not even gonna say anything else about it. Film of the year. Okay, so I haven't watched a lot of films this year, and I've literally only seen Look Back. So I technically have to vote Look Back. So yeah, I haven't seen like any of the other movies here, so this is just like what I'm gonna vote for, because that's the only one I've seen. So shout out Look Back. It's a great movie. Because like I remember because like I was recommended it via like my art friends. So like they were like, yo, just peep this, bro. You don't even have to be an artist to appreciate it, bro. So I'm like, okay. So I Look Back is great. So I'm gonna vote Look Back. So now we're on anime of the year. I'm going to assume that Freyren is also here. And then I'm probably going to have to, you know, continue the trend from best new series to here if a Freyren's actually here, which it is. Damn it. I think Freyren should easily win this. It's just that, again, it did not start, and majority of its season did not air in 2024, which is annoying. That, like, you know, I'm adding this caveat here because just like Freyren realistically should win this. Like, in all sense of the word, Freyren will and should win this. If it doesn't win this shit is rigged because of recency bias, especially from solo leveling individuals, bro. Don't get me wrong, I like solo leveling season 2. However, this is not solo leveling season 2. This right here would say season 2, but it does not. This is solo leveling season 1. You gotta remember what happened in season 1. Season 1 was okay. Season 1 was like a best a 7 out of 10. So come on, Freyren okay. I want Freyren to win. However, with my, you know, little fucking caveat that I made, it's Dan. So I think Kaiju number 8 was mediocre at best. The adaptation anyways was mediocre. I have not watched Delicious in a Dungeon. I've not watched The Apothecary Diaries. However, I've watched Dan, I've watched Freyren, I've watched Solo Leveling, and I watched Kaiju number 8. 2024 version of it, Kaiju number 8, that shit mediocre in my personal opinion. Solo Leveling season 1, good. But it was not like, you know, as good as it can be, because we seen that shit with season 2. And Freyren did not air in 2024. So by the power of deduction, Dan is the only series that should that for me in this current time should win this. Like in my like little, like, you know, in my little like YouTube space here, I have Dan winning just due to the fact that, like, I haven't seen two of the other ones were kind of like, or one of the other ones were mediocre. Another one was like good, but not like anime of the year good. And then the last one, caveat, it didn't air in season. It didn't like, you know, majority of its season was not in 2024. So Dan. I think I gotta give it to it. Like, I know people are gonna be like, yo, what about episode 1? What about episode like 12, bro? Like, what are those episodes? It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Yeah. I still can't vote for best romance, but I'm assuming I have to be able to like ship out my votes, you know? Do I what do I vote for, bro? Like, I guess Blue Box. I heard a lot about Blue Box. I didn't really like watch it. I don't know shit about it. I guess I'll do Ranma 1/2. I guess I'll do Ranma. I don't really fucking know what to vote here because I didn't watch any of these. So Scott Pilgrim is questionable. Because remember, if you remember the lore of Scott Pilgrim, it's kind of it's not that great in terms of like the Scott Pilgrim romance. It's questionable. Dangers in My Heart, I didn't watch this because I just wasn't interested. So I'm just gonna go Blue Box. I don't care. I don't even think I needed to vote for that because like it hasn't like brought me to another page. But can I like unvote? I can't, but it is what it is. Can I just go back? Yeah, home. So yeah, I voted. I didn't have to vote for best romance because but I did on accident. Blue Box is not what I'd vote for because I did not watch the show. Also, this is pretty cool where like shit pops up if you know you click sometimes. Anyways, this video was long as fuck. My bad for the hour-long video, but I just wanted to like to give y'all my thoughts on the options here, you know, the options I was given. So let me know what y'all thought about it. Let me know what y'all would vote for. In fact, like I guess we could narrow it down to what is your anime of the year from 2024, because just like that's what we'll just ask that question, because I don't want y'all to have to like go through best romance, go to best background art. Just tell me what y'all favorite what your anime of the year is, and I want to know what it is. So mine is Dan, obviously, because y'all saw me vote for it, but without the caveat that like Frieren didn't air in 2024, didn't start in 2024, and most of its season wasn't in 2024, it would be Frieren. But I'm not voting for Frieren because it's kind of ridiculous that like at least like 50 to like 60% of its season was not in 2024. So yeah, anyways, I got nothing else for y'all, so I hope you all have a fantastic day, and yeah, later.